Hey guys, Assalamulaikum, hello, hi, and once again welcome back to Cooking is Fun with Firdaus, and a very happy Diwali to all the lovely friends of mine who are celebrating Diwali, also to my viewers. Guys, I know Diwali is a festival of light but also a festival of sweets. I know my neighbors used to share lots of sweets with us, sending us lots of laddu recipes. So I thought, why not I share my laddu recipe with you all today. I'm going to show you how you can make rice flour laddu and Motichoor Laddu, especially with Jaggery. So these laddus are going to be made in a much more healthier way, and I'm going to use Jaggery instead of sugar. But also what will be the outcome if you use a sugar syrup to the laddus. So I'm going to show you how you can do it. Let's get started, guys. Okay, now take a pot to make the sugar syrup, to which you will be adding in 3 glasses of water, 200 grams of Jaggery, around 1 teaspoon of saffron strands, 1 teaspoon of cardamom powder, and bring this to a nice boil. Once it begins to boil, reduce your flame to medium side and boil this for about 15 minutes. Once this is reduced to half, switch off the flame and set this aside. Now take a Oakley or a mortar in which you will be adding in at least 15 to 20 whole cardamoms, and you will smash the cardamom so that the shells peel off the seeds and the seeds are separated. I'm going to take a nice clean pot or a pan in which I'm going to roast my rice flour. To this I'll be adding in around 3 tablespoons of ghee. I'll add the cardamom seeds to it along with the rice flour. Now roast the rice flour for at least minimum 3 to 5 minutes, after which I'll be adding in the shredded coconut. This is dry shredded coconut which is available in the stores. You can also use fresh coconut, but if you're using fresh coconut, you should consume it in the next 2-3 days. You can't keep it for a longer time. But if you're using a dry coconut, you can use it for like about 15 to 20 days also. Let's roast this well together until it is well roasted and turns slightly brown in color. Now we will add the Jaggery syrup to it and mix it well until it becomes nice, smooth and soft. After it is mixed well, just remove it in another plate and cool it down for about 5 minutes. While it's cooling down, just add 1 teaspoon of ghee to the same pot and fry your favorite choice of nuts into it, and you can add those nuts to the rice flour mixture and mix it well. Once you mix this well and set this aside for at least 5 to 10 minutes, or until it reaches to a level where you are able to make your laddus. Okay, so you can just grease your hands with ghee and roll out your laddus into a nice circle shape like this. So you get your rice flour coconut laddus ready, and you can share it with your family and your friends and your loved ones who are diabetic. They can definitely have at least one laddu, since it's made with Jaggery, and very healthy option for everybody. Okay, let's move on to our next part of the laddu, which is Motichoor Jaggery Laddu. To make Motichoor Jaggery Laddu, of course, we will be needing in the sugar syrup again. So for sugar syrup, I substituted with Jaggery. You can add sugar, but I added Jaggery. Likewise, what I did for the rice flour, same thing I'm going to do for the Motichoor Laddu as well. 2 glasses of water with 200 grams of Jaggery, saffron strands, cardamom strand. Okay, and mix this well together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a gram flour batter. So I'm going to take around 2 cups of gram flour, and to which I'll be adding in the water until I get a thick consistency of batter to it. Okay, just do it gradually because we don't want to make a runny batter. We need a little thicker consistency batter to it. Now once the batter is ready, I'll be adding in the essence to the batter, because we don't want a blunt batter, we want a batter with a good essence to it. So I'm adding saffron essence and I'm adding cardamom essence to it, and also some orange food gel color. Okay, and mix it well to form a nice batter again, and see the consistency of the batter. It should be a little flowy but not runny. Once the batter is ready, set it aside, and you can see my oil is getting heated up. The pan is quite broad enough, because if the more broader the pan, the more lovely the bundis will come out. So this is the broadest one which I have. So I'm going with this. If you have something more broader than this, I would suggest go for that. And you need a sieve like this, in which I'm pouring in the batter and tapping it. So you can see as we tap it, the batter flows down, and you see lots of bundis are forming. This is bund, so it's called bundi. And then once they are nice crispy fried, I'm just going to remove them in a kitchen towel and set it aside until they are slightly cooled down. Once they are slightly cooled down, I'm going to take a blender, add them to the blender and blend just coarsely, and then crumbs are ready. So once my crumbs are ready, what I'm going to do is I'm going to now add this to the jaggery syrup. The jaggery syrup is already ready, so it's reduced to half now. Even if you're using sugar, once it reduces to half, you can add this crumbs to it and mix it well as quickly as possible in a very medium flame, because you will see that it is leaving the sides. So once you see that the laddu mix is leaving the sides, syrup is actually getting soaked in the crumbs well, and you will be able to feel it as you are mixing it. So once you see that, you can switch off the flame, remove it in a nice clean plate and let this cool down for about 5 to 10 minutes. You can just drizzle your favorite choice of nuts which are roasted. I'm adding almonds and pistachio. So once I add this, I'm just gonna start making in my laddus. Grease your hands with ghee and start making in your laddus. I'm sure these laddus are going to be the finest and the best laddus if you give it a try to this. If you are using sugar syrup, your outcome of the laddus are going to be this, as you can see in the picture. But if you're going to use jaggery, which is a much more healthier option, and I would also prefer that, then your outcome of your laddus are going to be this. So here you go. These are the wonderful and delicious, relishing laddus which are made with jaggery. And if you want, you can also use sugar. So it's festival, we can't say no to any sweets. So may it be sugar or jaggery, we are going to enjoy it. So thank you guys, thank you for watching, and please have a safe Diwali. We'll be back with another recipe. Until then, you take care. Allah Hafiz.